I think one of the biggest revelations that I have had is when people are so afraid of something. You know, they're going to go to the doctor and they're afraid of what he's going to say. Okay. What good does it do to be afraid? You're going to go. He's going to say what he's going to say. So wasting your energy on being afraid doesn't do you much good. Or I'm going in for an audition tomorrow, or, you know, and I'm afraid what could happen. Well, it may or may not happen that way. What good does it do to be afraid? Except we know that when we're afraid, we don't get good sleep. You know, we're probably a little bit on edge. We might get mad at our husband and yell at the kids and kick the dog and all the other stuff, and the poor dog and the poor kid, the poor husband, you know. So what good does it do? I think that worry has never really produced anything. Fear has never really produced anything, and yet they are addictive things we go back to. So every time I start to get afraid, and sometimes fear has no reason, there's no reasonable reason to be afraid, and we just kind of fall back into it just because we're used to it. This thing is coming up. It's an addiction. This interview's coming up, so I should be afraid. You know, I'm going to the doctor and I haven't been feeling good. I should worry. As if that's going to change anything that's going to happen. You know, so I think that the important thing is to watch, to look, to take it out of the darkness. That's what the Course is always telling us. The ego has power because it's in the darkness. And that if we look at it with the help of the Holy Spirit, but it's really clear to say, of ourselves we can do nothing, but of the Spirit with us we can do everything. With the Holy Spirit, with the help of the Holy Spirit, the voice for God, Jesus, Christ's vision, whatever you want to call it, you know, we can do everything. So we have the power to look with Him. Again, if you knew who walked beside you on the way that you have chosen, not Him. He didn't choose this way. You chose the way. You chose whatever it is you're going through. But He's right there with you. You know, if you want His direction as to the way to go, He'll help you with that too. But sometimes we want to do it our way. And He says, I'm right there with you even on the way that may not be so helpful for you, but I'm still with you. If you knew who walked beside you on that way you have chosen, you wouldn't have to fear. You wouldn't have to worry. No matter where you go, your answer goes with you. And I think that's so powerful. So if anything, I would challenge you. The next time you're going to do something and you start to fall into fear or you start to fall into worry, catch yourself and say, what good does it do to do that? What good does it do to do that for me? You know, yeah, I go back to that. What have you done for me lately, that song? Who sang that song? I know, I thought everything's a song, but yeah, that, what have you done for me lately? And I just think we should say that to fear. We should say that to worry, because it does not do anything for you. I will challenge you that anybody can come up with something that those two things do for you because you're living in the past or you're living in the future. You know. Do you have a question?
Oh. Fernando in Australia says, great lesson, thank you. And Deborah says, really appreciate the discussion tonight. Tips on how to change our minds are so helpful.
Good, wonderful, we love it. Is that Deborah in Arizona? Okay, thank you so much, Deborah and Fernando. We love having you guys with us.
On his lunch hour tomorrow.
On his lunch hour tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's probably what it is, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I think what I'm learning is that there's a fear, and then there is a fear of the fear.
That's right. That's the ego's great tool, too. We're not just going to, there's a fear, there's something scary, but we're going to be scared of the scary thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when it can be looked at it, you know, like we're talking about, there's a great release.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I would want to continue to be so addicted to that.
I know, but that's good to look. And like Tara and I say, to understand we're addicted, then we get to look. And then we can begin to me, that's how you dismantle the addiction, is by looking. And that's all the Course is ever asking you to do. Just look. Look at it with the help of the Holy Spirit. And it clearly tells us you must look at it. Because if you don't look at it, He can't look at it.